most famous physical therapist on the internet.
Hi, folks. I'm Bob Sharp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together, we're the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
So, after stroke, we're going to show you the best leg strengthening exercise that you can perform in bed or in a chair.
Right. So these are, if you're not walking yet,
Right.
and if you are, it's not stable. You've got some weakness that you really need to address. And we've oftentimes start people after a stroke in the bed because it's appropriate and safe.
Right. Now, I just want to mention very quickly, Brad, after you've had a stroke, there's two things that can go on to help you increase your strength. One, your swelling in the brain can go down.
Mm-hmm.
And two, other parts of the brain can kind of come in to try to help out.
Right.
They can form new neurons and help out.
Other pathways.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, if you're new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. Also, go to bobbrad.com and go to the giveaway section. We're always giving something away. What it is, we don't know.
Right. This is a future video, so look at, tell them where to look, Bob.
Well, look in the giveaway section on Facebook. It'll be pinned to the top page, and you can let us know what it is. Put it in the comments. Go to Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok if you want a 60-second version of our program. And what else do we have, Brad?
Podcasts are out now and going very strong.
Going wild.
Don't miss that. Okay, Bob. Stroke's a devastating event in someone's life. They're getting better and better at treatment. If you can get in time to get the medication within 4 hours, I believe is the time period, can make a big difference. But once you get to the point, they've got you stabilized in the hospital and they're going to say, it's time to get moving.
Right.
And you don't want to wait too long. Actually, the faster, the better.
Yes.
Once the doctor okays it. So these exercises we'll go over in bed, and we're focusing. Let's say the right leg is the weak leg.
Sure.
Okay. Matter of fact, I'll pull up my leg pants so we know that.
Okay.
To demonstrate. And in bed is a great place where you can exercise on your own. Depending on how weak your leg is, you may need assist, and we have some other options as well.
Right.
All right. So we're going to use the plinth here to represent the bed. I don't think we need the mouse on there.
And what do you want, the knee glide or foot glide or your?
Well, right now we're just gonna.
Okay.
Just follow along with me,
sure.
Bob. I'll give you the
guidance.
keys. Yep. All right. Now you're not going to have your shoes on. I'm sorry, I was supposed to take those off before. That didn't take long. All right. So the first thing, I don't know if you're in the way, Bob, but we're going to start from the feet and work our way up, is ankle pumps. Now, again, this is my weak side. It's really can be helpful to move both feet together.
You get overflow.
Right.
It's a weird
phenomenon. Right. It's a crossover between in your nervous system. So if my left leg is moving, the tendency is that my right leg is going to follow that. So go up as far as you can, even if the right one doesn't want to move, do the best you can. If Bob was there to help, when I went up, he could assist and then down.
Or you could even do this. You could start by pushing up and let go. And
let it down slowly. Yeah.
Right.
Any assistance by a family member, a partner, whoever it may be, is helpful. If they're not around and your ankle's not going up, a cane can work really well, especially one that is shaped like this.
Use your other arm, Brad.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Because, the right arm is probably going to be weak as well. And you can pull that up and assist with the cane. And we're going to go 10 repetitions is probably a good number to start with.
Now, always try to do as much as you can by yourself.
Yes.
I mean, not with the assist of the arm.
Or the device or the person. Yes, right. Exactly.
If you're able to move even a little bit.
Yep.
You move it a little bit by yourself.
Right. So I would
without the cane.
Move it up as far as you can and then give it a little assist. Let the cane go and then let it go down with good control. You'll get a feel for that. The more you can do through your own volition, the better off it is.
Yeah, repetition is the best important thing. You really want to do you could do hundreds a day, literally.
Right.
I mean, it's going to be better.
I mean, if you're just completely fatigued out, you need rest.
Right.
The next one is Knee to chest. If you can slide your foot up like this, that's fine, and just work heel slides, if you will. If you can go up a little farther, then you can assist with your hands. That could be good and get the whole range of motion. So obviously, with your weak leg, there's going to be limitations. Assist as needed. Same with the ankle pumps we talked about. If you can use your hands, it'll probably just one hand and do that and work it down. If there's someone to assist you, they can do that and down. Now, with this, we have a device that one of the reasons we invented it, because this can be hard on the therapist when you have a heavy
Right.
leg, someone who has very little activity with their leg. But Bob, why don't you just stand
Which one
up?
do you want, by the way? Do you?
Let's just start out with the knee glide.
Okay.
But if you're assisting this,
Oh, sure.
especially someone tall like Bob,
Yeah.
if he's going to bend over, I know you can't see this real well, but
Hard
this
on your back.
hard on the person's back, so you
Yes.
don't want to get a backache with
Of your
this.
caregiver.
Right.
So we're starting with the knee glide here. We actually have two devices, the Fit Glide and knee glide. So
Now, what happens is you can slide on your bed sheet, but there's a lot of drag, and plus the mattress is soft, makes it even worse. So you put this on there.
you might put a towel on it.
Right. You'll just use that one right there. You don't have to, but it just makes it a little more comfortable when you're not wearing a shoe. So there we go. And so we can just, and it's
Very simple.
very simple.
Very
It slides very nice.
lack of friction.
Yep. Now,
Now, if I had help here now, I can actually just sit here and easily.
exactly
leg up
right.
and down.
It saves. It's better for this for the patient. Better for the
Yeah, and
person
quite often
assisting.
what I found, Brad, is they often could do the pushing first.
Yeah.
So you can take it up for them and try to give a little resistance as they push down.
Yep. And these are all things that little tips that we're giving you that can be really helpful.
Yeah.
Now, remember we talked about the crossover
The
effect
overflow.
in the nervous system,
Yeah.
and if you get the Fit Glide, it's probably the best thing with a
Right.
stroke.
Right. Because you're going to be able to work both legs at the same time.
And not only in bed, but also in a chair. We'll get to that in
Right.
a little bit. And you could go both together, or you could
Alternate.
alternate and work that.
And again, you may use a towel underneath the heel.
Yeah,
For-
exactly. Let's pull that off up. I do want to go back to, you could just work, I've got my cane here, double knee to chest and get some of that overflow
Sure.
or crossover effect and do this. Plus you're getting some stretch in the hip, which may be helpful. Again, 10 repetitions with all these. So the ankle, the knee slides, or the heel slides.
Really?
Knees to chest.
And that's minimum because you can do more.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. You can
Well, I'm
do
going to
100.
add just one more, Bob, the
Sure.
straight leg raise.
Sure.
So I'm going to bring this knee up and put this leg here. We're going to exercise this leg. Try to keep it straight. We're going to straighten the leg. That'll get some quadricep activity. And see if you can lift the leg up. Now, this is probably one of the hardest ones.
Yeah.
If you're by yourself, you could use the cane. And if you get it up that far, go as far as you can, and then assist as little as possible. And same thing going down. If you can, you're probably gonna have to assist going down on this one as well. But as you get stronger, you go the best you can. And when you have a partner or someone that'll help you, then they're gonna go. And you're not gonna go really high.
Right.
Because if you stretch the hamstring, the person with a stroke may not be able to sense it,
Right.
and you don't want to strain or tear a hamstring
What
muscle.
I often did, Brad, is I'd bring it up and
Yep.
then see if they could hold it.
Sure.
And I'll slowly bring it down.
Yep.
Slowly bring it down.
Yes.
That is probably one of the best exercises to do. Hold it up.
Yep.
Slowly bring it down.
Good.
Slowly.
And we call that eccentric strengthening, which is a really good way to strengthen a muscle when
Yes.
it's weak.
Yes.
So good. Oh, one more. How could I forget
Sure.
the bridging?
Sure.
Bridging has been around. It's probably one of the oldest PT exercises. They started back in the, before school was around. You simply just push your butt up in the air like this. One thing that happens with this is the feet have
That and also it might flop this way.
Yep, exactly.
So I would hold the leg like this.
Yep.
And and again, we get that overflow.
Yeah.
This thing is helping this one,
Right.
and it's making this one. This is a great exercise to
Sure.
start off with.
Yeah. And where's that towel, Bob?
Right here.
You know, if there's no one to help you, you may be able to take a towel or a belt and go around.
Yep, and hold it in place.
Yeah, and that'll keep your legs where they need to be, depending on how much strength this arm has.
Well, again, you could,
Yep, go
hold
like
with
that.
one, like that.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of little tricks that can make you more
You could use a
independent.
belt
Yep.
to do this.
Yep.
So,
Okay, so I think that takes care of all of our exercises in bed.
sure.
Shall we go to the seated ones
Sure.
now?
So the first one, we're going to start with toe taps again. So you could do it a number of ways. Okay, the first one we'll do is actually, we're going to do these toe raises again, but we're going to do them with the leg out. It's just going to make it a little easier.
Mm-hmm.
So again, let's say this time, this is my leg that has the stroke has affected.
Mm-hmm.
And so, this is the one that might have a little more trouble. But again, I'm going to try to get a little overflow by encouraging it with the other leg.
Right.
But I can also, again, use the cane and bring it up and maybe try to hold it.
Yeah, that's a therapist. Hold.
Oh, come on, hold it,
Yeah,
hold it.
a lot of verbal cues.
Yep. So, and then you can also bring it back here and try to lift up. It'll be harder.
Yep.
And you can also try to raise the heels.
Sure.
Up like this.
Yep. This is also a good one to stretch those calf muscles, which is real critical to keep it stretched.
Well, it really is. And that's where the cane comes in handy.
Yeah.
You can give a little bit of a pull here.
Yeah.
Because that muscle has a lot of times
Yes.
hypertonicity, and it'll get tight over time.
Yeah, and
so
that makes difficulty with walking.
Yeah, it makes everything worse. Okay, then simple marching.
Ah, yes. Try to have good posture if you can.
Do up against the chair.
So that's going to help your core a little bit. If you
Yep.
lean forward, if you want to work both core and the marching, when you get that good.
Now you can bring the leg up and try to hold it again.
Sure.
Hold it.
Hold, Bob. Come on. And that's the verbal cues. If you're helping out, don't be afraid to talk to the person and give them cues.
Right.
Because a brain will catch those cues without subconsciously, and you'll get positive effects from that.
Visually, all that helps.
All that stimulation.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, lower quads. So again, I'm a tall guy.
Yep.
My knees higher than my hips. But what we're going to do here is you can even support it with the arm like this and work on just trying to get, even if you get just a little motion like this.
Right.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, exactly. And this is one you're probably not going to try both legs at the same time.
No, it'd be difficult.
Yeah. That there's some other mechanics in
If you
that.
did have arm use, you can do tapping. You tap on the muscle.
Sure. Yep.
And sometimes that helps stimulate that muscle. Because anything that helps you draw attention to the muscle that you're supposed to be using, a lot of times tapping on it helps.
And if you had a massage gun, you could use
that.
that.
I never thought about that.
We didn't. That kind of adds another dimension.
Yeah,
we could do another video just on that.
Yeah,
actually.
that's true. All right, next. You want me to go out like this, Brad?
Yeah. So
why don't you show on that?
Yeah. So can you see that, Tanner? So to lift up and get some abduction, some lateral or sideways motion, just works other muscles, which can be helpful.
One thing you can do is just actually take your hands
Yep.
and try to push out. Now, again, that's assuming that you have use of your left arm. If you don't, again, you could put a towel around there.
Sure.
It's right there. And then you'd hold the towel with one hand.
Yeah. Actually, we could even go to if you had a stretch band.
Sure.
Of some nature. Hold on to that, and that works good.
Yep, give some resistance and make it work harder. So finally, if you're really, the legs are weak, the leg is weak.
You cannot lift it. You're having a hard time moving.
You want to start with the fit glide.
Yeah.
Or knee glide.
The fit glide would be the go-to one.
Preference.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna want to buy one, you want to get this one because it's going to be worth it.
Really, to move it straight right now, Brad. I need just a little, you know what I mean?
Yep.
I didn't help there. This went on its own.
Sure.
So, and then you might pull it back.
Yep.
And then You know,
Yeah.
it just slides so smoothly.
Yeah.
And then once you get it moving, you can go like this. And it's got the stand on it too, so that if, let's say, for example, you're able to straighten pretty well. I can straighten, but I can't bend it very well.
Yep.
This is downhill now.
Yep. So it makes it a little easier.
Right. So you go up, can push down.
It doesn't look like much, but when you're the person with the weak leg, that any little bit like that at this level can really be the difference between success and moving it
Right.
independently or not.
And the key again is any movement. You know, you want to get that movement. You want to get repetition. That is
Yes.
one of the keys for rehab after a stroke. Repetition, repetition,
Yep.
repetition.
Exactly.
So,
you know, the other thing I'll mention, you know, you can
flip it around.
flip it around, and that emphasizes.
Yeah. Now let's say you really want help straightening it out. You can pull it up here again. You can just let it slide down.
Yep.
But you can try to push it
Right.
too at the
Yeah.
same time.
And it makes it more difficult to pull up if
Yeah.
you want to increase hamstring strength.
Yeah. So what's nice about this, you can go for the bed, you can go to the chair, and then hopefully you'll go on to better things after that.
Right, get up
So,
to your walking
right.
phase. Obviously, a walker and someone there to help you so you're safe. But very good. Strokes are really devastating, but I'm telling you, if you really can work at these things early on, it can make a big difference on how far you're going to progress.
When the brain is plastic, you know, they call it.
Mhm.
With plasticity in it, it's going to respond better.
Right.
So,
Right. So we wish you well, and
Yeah.
and have a good day.
Take care.